Hey, this is Cool Terrain Mister, and on this tutorial I have a number system for building terrain. Now what I've done here is I've set up a bunch of AT-43 guys. I got a whole whack of these. I got like over 300. A guy was getting rid of them. He didn't play the game anymore. He was into a different gaming system. So I built him a piece of terrain and he gave me all those guys, plus a bunch of vehicles and a whole bunch of other stuff, so it was a pretty decent trade. He was just going to give me this stuff for free, but he just said, here, just take them, and I said, hey, I'll build you some terrain for your new stuff. So, nice trade. Anyways, so again, this is a number system for building terrain. Now, what I've done here is, these guys are about 1.5 inches tall, and right now I have them on a grid. I don't know if you can make out the grid pattern yet, but there are 7 by 7 guys on here. So we got a total of 49 guys, and this is just to give you an idea of the scale of what I'm trying to do here. So each guy comfortably takes up about 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches square with 1.5 inches of height. So that's approximate spacing. Now, depending on the size of miniatures that you're playing with, this is just a ballpark. You may have to come up with your own formula, but this should work just fine. So what this is all about is this is to give you the mathematical numbers so you can build your terrain easier just with quick measurements. So here's my grids in scale with the guys. So we're looking at 1.5 inches high for the guy, 1.5 inches wide, and 1.5 inches this way to give a scale. So the reason I went with 1.5 inches, first of all, it's comfortable spacing. So you start with 1.5 inches plus another 1.5 inches is 3, another 1.5 inches is 4.5, then 6 inches, then 7.5. It goes up to 9, 10.5, and you're going to end up with a square 3 inches by 3 inches is going to hold approximately 9 guys. That's providing that you have no trees on there, no rocks or anything. That's just to give you the ballpark dimension. A sheet of plywood is 4 by 8 feet. So these are some numbers to help you get your calculations. So instead of me putting up all the details and what have you, so I started out here that we got 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches high, and we got 1.5 inches plus, this is all adding 1.5 inches as we go. So 1.5 inches, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 12. Okay, and then we got 3.5 by 6, or 3 by 3, 6 by 6, 9 by 9, and 12 by 12. And 12 inches by 12 inches gives you 1 square foot.